How do? Right, this is a bit of a part two from yesterday. I did a live video yesterday about wanting to give up, and I got a lot of response to it. A lot of people telling me they feel exactly the same. And I don't know whether it's this time of year. I don't know if it's because of Storm Gareth or Gavin or whoever it is, but you know, the weather's been a little bit rubbish recently. Here in the UK, it's a bit rubbish today, but I'm still outside in it. I was writing my profile for the Strong First website this morning, and I put in it, you know, basically I just like to spend a lot of time outdoors, and I kind of just realised that today. Actually, I know I do spend a lot of time outdoors. I used to hate it, but now it's actually what I love doing, because I spent 15 years sitting in an office looking out the window. Windows that didn't even open as well. That's how bad it was. So it was just sitting in a stuffy office with aircon, looking out the window at the sunshine or the rain or whatever. It doesn't matter what it was, but it was like, do you know what? I'd much prefer to be outside anyway. A little part two to yesterday, because like I say, I got a fair bit of response from it, from people saying they were feeling the same. And yeah, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of people on my programs have been checking in saying, you know, they're feeling a bit rubbish. They're not feeling motivated, all of that, and I think it's just the time of year. It's kind of a limbo time of year, isn't it? Clock changes in a couple of weeks over here in the UK. If you're in the States, it's already happened, I think. But it's in a couple of weeks. The nights will get lighter, and then everyone will be happier. So you haven't got long to go. Now, to get you through that, I wrote an article on Medium back in November, I think, about goal setting. So one of the guys on one of my programs got in touch and just said, you know what? He goes, I feel exactly the same. I've just been drifting for the last few months, and he was like, I've put on a bit of weight and all that sort of stuff, and I'm pretending I haven't got time to work out, when he has. Okay, so yeah, so I emailed him back and I said, right, set yourself a goal, tell me what it is, and I'll hold you accountable, which is what it's all about, isn't it? Okay, because he didn't have a goal. He's not on one of my one-on-one programs. He's on a different program, which is kind of like, you know, full of self-motivation and that. But he's been struggling, so he got in touch, and I just said, right, well, email me what your goal is. Set one for a month's time. Email me what it is, and then get on with it, and I'll hold you accountable. Now, and he was like, what a great idea, and it's like, that's all you need. And I said, for a month's time, because if you try and set a goal for 3 months, 6 months, a year or whatever, you're probably not going to stick to it. You're probably not going to do anything about it, because if you've got a year to get there, you know, that's plenty of time, so you're not going to do anything about it. So if you set one over the next month, for 30 days' time, you get started today. So, I'm going to put a link to that article in the comments below, and check it out. So it's all about setting a goal. If you could wave a magic wand. Hello, Steve. You've read this article. I sent it to you the other day. If you have a look at the article, it's basically, if you could wave a magic wand, what would you, and wanted whatever it was in a month, what would you want? So, you know, think of it in fitness. Then number two is, right, well, what would number one give you? Okay, so say you want to lose, I don't know, you want to lose half a stone in the next month or something like that. What would that give you? Well, you know, I'd fit into my clothes better, I'd feel better, I probably wouldn't sweat as much, even though it's only like 10 degrees or something like that. All those sorts of things, feel more confident. Confidence is what one of the guys on the Ditch the Dad bod program for starting on Monday, that's what he wants. He wants confidence to start doing martial arts training and stuff like that, and he doesn't really have it at the moment. So he wants to gain a bit of strength, which will give him confidence. He doesn't necessarily want to lose weight. He's happy with his weight. He's just not happy with his body shape. So we're going to deal with that. So, yeah, aim for goals, Steve. That's what this is all about. I'm going to put a link to that article again in the bottom of here, so you can read it again. It's a simple process, and you're doing the right thing, because you're in the group. You're in the secret group, I call it. Bath Kettlebell Secret Society. I did that because I thought it sounded cool, and I've kept it because I still think it sounds cool. So, you're in there, and we'll hold you accountable. Keep asking questions, keep posting your videos, my lad. It's you're doing well. You're doing well. We absolutely love it, and that's what'll keep the passion for it as well. Because like at the minute, you're like, I love the bells, and all that, which is great, and I love it. But we want to keep that love for it, okay? Because that can disappear very quickly. I've lost it a lot myself over the years. And like I said yesterday, it's just the thing of Andy Russell's on, Andy Russell. It's just the thing of keep realising, actually, it's good. when you give it up, that's when you start to realise. That's entirely up to you, each to their own. I don't judge people, my lad. I try not to anyway. I do. Everyone does, obviously, but I try my best not to. So yeah, that's up to you, mate. That's up to you. Oh, that's thrown me, that has. So anyway, where was I? Yeah, number 1. If you could wave a magic wand and have whatever you wanted, say lose half a stone in the next month or something, brilliant. You've got to believe you can do the goal. Number 2, what will it give you? Number 3, what obstacles are going to show up? Because basically, you'll get started and then something will show up, won't it, and go, you know, it's going to stop you. You'll get busy, you'll get tired, something will happen. Something will happen. The kids will want more of your attention for some reason, some big project at work or something like that. So therefore, these are all obstacles, but it doesn't take up all of your time. You can always spend 20 minutes doing a session. And if you want to lose half a stone, that's more based around food anyway. Are you speaking from experience, Andy? Who knows? This hasn't gone the way I thought it would. Anyway, number 4 is then create a plan. Create a plan. Because if you say, right, I want to lose half a stone, but you don't know how you're going to do it, then there's the thing. So, create a plan. And then, in that plan, you say, right, what am I going to do today? And then when you're done today, what am I going to do tomorrow? And then the next day, what am I going to do the next day? And then you carry on from there. And basically, you know exactly what you're going to do throughout. So, I'll put a link to that article below. That article, part of it, I've just, well, I haven't nicked it because I wrote it, but I've used some of that in a book I'm doing about all of this stuff, about how it's not going to be any sort of force of literature, is that a thing? But anyway, I'm writing it, so it's not going to be that good. Nah, it'll be good. But it's all of this process laid out. So there will be there'll be a 4-week program there at the end, which will be very, very super simple, because you can go and get a 4-week program on the internet right now. But the reason why you don't stick to it is because of all this, because you need to be able to set a goal. You need to know why you're doing it. You need to know how you're going to do it. And then you can say, right, well, I think I know how I'm going to do it. I'll just follow the program. But if it was as simple as that, you would do it, wouldn't you? So then what we're going to do is you go into a weekly battle plan, which gives you the 3 pillars of how to succeed. Okay? And then from there, you go through to the actual program. Okay? And there's a bit about mindset in there, which is what the 3 pillars comes into, basically, about how to keep yourself going. A bit of positive focus, which I've spoke about before, writing down 3 wins a day. 3 wins a day is 21 a week. Across a month, that's going to be 80 odd wins, 84 wins or something like that across 4 weeks, which is quite a lot. Because like I said the other day as well, if you look back on last week and say how many wins did you have, like name me your biggest win, you probably pick something very, very, very small, because you don't remember everything. And like I said last week, there were several people who I had conversations with. One of them I was having a conversation for a couple of hours, and it took her 2.5 hours to tell me something good that had happened in the week, rather than, you know, it was like, oh, this happened, oh, then this happened, then this happened, and then 2.5 hours later, oh, and then actually, as it happens, this, you know, here's something good that happened. It's like, why didn't you tell me that first? Okay, so all of this will be laid out in this book. It's going to be available on Kindle when I get it done, hopefully in the next couple of months. But yeah, I'm going to post a link to that article down there. Steve and Andy, cheers for watching. It's time to get on with the bells now. I've got them down here, look, there they are. Just doing some squats and presses, some snatches. It's a bit of a variety day at the minute. And then deadlifts tomorrow. And I'm hating deadlifts at the minute, but there you go. I spoke about that yesterday. So, set yourself a goal. Read the article. Set yourself a goal. And then if you want to, go into the secret group and tell everyone what your goal is. And then we'll all hold you accountable. Ta-ra!